Hi folks, hope all of you are having a good time. Let us go into the video straight away. Today we are going to see chapter number 29, having the title The Vision of the Blue Person. It is our 134th video. Okay, let's plunge into the video. I should tell you one thing. See, Swami Muktananda described his visit to various lokas, and he has described very clearly, very vividly all about what he has seen. But friends, please be very careful about this video. This is the height of it. This is the climax. So he is talking about his vision of a blue person. Okay. So as you know, it's a big chapter. I am making it into two videos. So this is the first part one. So he is starting the chapter like this. Oh my dear Siddha students, now something new happened. Listen to this with love. And don't ever forget what I am telling you. Don't ever forget what I am going to tell you. So one day, as usual, when he sat for the meditation, he sat very happily and he offered his pranams to his Gurudev, and he started his meditation like this. Oh, my Gurudev, you are in my east, you are in my west, you are in my south, you are in my north. That is, you are all around me. You are in all the four directions. So wherever I turn, I look, I see you. You are above me, you are below me, you are in front of me, you are at the back of me. Okay. Then he just goes on like this. See? Oh, my dear Sri Guru, you are in my eyes, you are in my ears, you are in my nose, you are in my mouth. Oh, Sadgurunath, giver of grace, you are in my throat, you are in my arms, you are in my chest, you are in my back, you are in my stomach, you are in my thighs, you are in my legs, you are in my feet. Oh, my Baba, you are in me, I am in you. Total surrendering mode. He has surrendered himself to his Guru. Then, so I invoked my Guru in this way, and my meditation began with a red aura, same story. Red aura, white flame, black light, then blue light, blue pearl, and so on. So lastly, it was followed by the blue pearl. And then in his head, in his Sahasrara, he is able to hear the thunder of multiple thunder sounds of clouds. So when you hear this thunder sound in your head, you understand that your Sahasrara is activated. This we have seen earlier. Then, as he was listening to the thunder sound, a great miracle happened. I should not talk about it, but my Gurudev is urging me to talk. I am not able to say anything. I am not able to write about the miracle. See, my hand does not move. My fingers have stopped working. My eyes will not open. Only my tongue is moving. Perhaps Nityananda has come and forcibly taken possession of my tongue. Since I do not have the right to speak, it is Bhagavan Nityananda who is speaking. My dear friend Yande is doing the writing. He has surrendered himself to Baba Nityananda which is why he is writing. That is his friend Yande. His friend Yande is also a disciple of Bhagavan Nityananda, and so now he is fortunate enough to write. I cannot write. I have become helpless. Then, see the wonderfully radiant blue pearl. It is with its countless different rays shining from within, came closer to me and began to grow. Please listen to each and every expression. See, that's why I am not expressing anything from my side. I am just reading it out because I don't want you to lose the joy of reading the book. It assumed the shape of an egg and continued to grow into a human shape. I could see it growing with my own eyes and was lost in utmost amazement. I was amazed to see the blue pearl growing into an egg-shaped structure and then growing into a 6 feet tall, 6 foot tall human-shaped structure. I could see it growing with my eyes. The egg grew and grew until it had assumed the shape of a man. Suddenly, divine radiance burst forth from it. Some divine light came out of that human form. For a moment, I lost consciousness. He lost his consciousness. What had happened to Tantra Loga? What had happened to Sarvajna Loga? Everything he has forgotten. Okay. Then slowly he regained his consciousness. However, my state of meditation was still just as it had been. Though he lost his consciousness and came back again, the meditation status was the same. I was sitting firmly in the lotus posture facing north. Then the egg-shaped blue pearl stood before me in the form of a man. Its brightness lessened. Then I saw within it a blue person. What a beautiful form he had. His blueness shone and scintillated. The blue color was shining so brightly. His body was not the product of human fluids derived from the 7 elements, but of the blue rays of pure consciousness. Kindly note this. So this blue person, though he was 6 foot tall and though he was having the human shape, his body was not made of flesh and bone and flesh. His body was formed of consciousness. What is the meaning of consciousness? Awareness. But here, we cannot take it in that meaning. Here, what I infer is, the body of the blue person is made of the consciousness of the universe. You know, all of us have our own consciousness, I consciousness. Like that, the universe is also a living thing. It is a dynamic thing. The universe is also having a consciousness of its own. Okay. So in Lalita Sahasranamam, Devi is described in one mantra as Chinmayi. And the explanation given by my guru for that word Chinmayi is the mind of Goddess Parvati, which is the mind of the universe. See, it is very simple. Who created the universe? Kundalini, Chit, Shakthi. Goddess Parvati created the universe. Obviously, then what Parvati had in her mind, she expressed it in the form of the universe. So, Goddess Parvati's mind is in no way different from the mind of the universe. Goddess Parvati's mind is equal to the mind of the universe. That is the consciousness. So, his body was composed of infinite rays of consciousness. He was a mass of consciousness. His body was not a mass of flesh and bone. The body was formed of a mass of consciousness. Then he says, he was the true form of my mother, the playful, divine Kundalini. He stood before me, shimmering and resplendent in his divinity. What a beautiful body he had. What beautiful eyes. What a fine straight nose. What attractive ears and earrings. And what beautiful hair. How fine his head. He had no beard. He wore on his head, he wore a crown set with 9 jewels. These were also composed of pure consciousness, not of gold and diamond and other costly gems. All the 9 jewels were also formed of consciousness. What beautiful long hands, slender fingers and nails he had, all so blue. The clothes he wore were soft and fine. How long and shapely his legs, and how well formed his toes. His whole body was exquisitely beautiful. I kept gazing at him from head to toe, from toe to head, my eyes wide in amazement. He came towards me. Muktananda is telling, he came towards me, making a soft humming sound and made some kind of gesture. Now, about this humming sound, Muktananda has said many times that whenever his Guru, Bhagavan Nityananda, spoke also, when he started to speak, he will make this humming sound. So this blue person also is making the humming sound. He is coming close to Muktananda and he is showing some gesture. He says, say something. Say something. He said, what could I say? I was completely absorbed in just looking at him. I have not finished enjoying looking at him. What can I say? What can I talk? What can I ask? He walked right around me and stood still. Then, looking at me, he made a sign with his eyes. Then he said, I see, please listen. It's not that I cannot explain on my own. I'm reading it out because I don't want to miss even the slightest expression what Muktananda has written in his book. Then he said, that is, the blue person is talking. I see everything from everywhere. I see with my eyes. I see with my nose. I have my eyes everywhere. He lifted up his foot a little and said, I see with this foot. I see with this foot too. I can see everywhere. I have tongues everywhere. I speak not just with my tongue, but also with my hand and with my foot. I have ears everywhere. I can hear with every part of my body. Thus he spoke, and I listened to him. I move, again he is continuing. He continues, I move with my feet and also with my head. I can move anyway I like. I move as far as I want in an instant. I walk without feet and catch without hands. I speak without a tongue, and I see without eyes. What I am far, far away, while I am far, far away, I am very near. I became the body in all bodies, and yet I am different from the body. Then he said a little more, which was heard by Nityananda and cannot be written here. So the blue person said something more. Swami Muktananda heard it, Bhagavan Nityananda also heard it, but it cannot be written here for our sake. Okay, for us it is not meant. Then he added, this very way is the path of the Siddha, the true way. He lifted his hand and made a gesture of blessing. I was utterly amazed. As I watched, the blue egg, which had grown to a height of 6 feet, now began to shrink. It became smaller and smaller until it was once more Nileshwari. Then slowly it became my blue light and the blue pearl. The chapter doesn't end here, it continues, but I am not in a hurry to close the chapter because he is giving a lot of reference to Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so let us take some more time to learn more about it and enjoy. Whom do you think this blue person is? I am sure most of you would have guessed who this blue person is. Earlier he gave us a hint, no? When he saw the blue pearl, he asked, is he the Neelakantan? Kandam means neck. You know, Lord Shiva's neck is blue in color, and there is a story behind it. I am sure many of you know it. If you do not know, I will tell you the story later, not along with this. So, in his meditation, that's why I said this is the peak of all his visions. This is the climax. And whom do you think is this 6 feet tall blue person? None other than Lord Shiva. So he has seen Lord Shiva in his meditation in the form of a blue person. Tiruneelakantan. Neelakantan is another name for Lord Shiva. What more to say? I have nothing to say. Whatever I say will only lessen the effect of the vision of the blue person. Let us continue in the next video. Let us all pray that we should also get the vision of Neelakantan in our meditation also. May God bless all of us.